But actually, it was fair to say over the first 3 days, we didn't do that well. We didn't do that well at all. By the time this picture was taken on day 3, we're down in 10th place out of the 12 yachts. And in the early part of this, I just thought it's taking us a bit of time to find our feet and get into our rhythm and no need to do anything about it. But by day 3, I'm getting itchy feet and I'm noticing some behaviours cropping up on board this boat that I didn't think was that helpful. We had these 2 groups of people sailing the boat in their separate shifts. I mean, what do you think started happening already 3 days in? Yeah, competition. Straight away. It's unbelievable. You put people in teams, all they care about is that team. They were measuring how far they were sailing in a 4-hour period and they're comparing it against the other watch. And at some level, you think that was a good thing. The only trouble is, what other behaviours does it start to drive? Well, I tell you what it starts to drive. People stop sharing information. People stop trying to help each other out. We're now competing against each other rather than everyone else. And we have a saying out there on the water, if you're thinking about it, you should be doing it. And so we ended up having our first daily meeting up here in the cockpit at the back of the boat, where we got the whole team together. I took everything up there. I took the performance chart up there. I took the big navigation chart up there that had us and all the competition, most of them ahead. And I showed them that. And I said, look, this is day 3. This is how we're doing. You know, what do you think? And someone came back pretty quickly and said, well, look, well, that's not that great, is it? And I said, no, it's not that great. That's why we're having this discussion. Actually, you know, not to look for who's to blame, but to really think about what do we need to do differently going forwards in order to get a better result. And someone said, well, look, we need a united goal that we're all going for. Maybe it's get past the next place boat over the next 24 hours and we're all fighting towards that. And I said, well, we can give you that. What else do you need? Someone else said, we've got no way of communicating with each other. We need a mandatory 10-minute crossover period on every watch change when we come together with our counterparts and we share information. What have we learned over the last 4 hours to make this boat go fast, to help that other team, set that other team up for success? So we said, great, let's try it out. And even just those 2 things, getting people to see a bigger picture, you know, putting some things in place to support that, I thought, right, that issue's going to go away pretty quickly. But we're still down in 10th. So I thought, right, I'm going to go through the boat from front to back, looking for areas of improvement here. I'm a big believer that no one knows how to do their jobs better than those that do it every day. I mean, you have to create the environment where they feel safe to say what needs to be said. And I said, look, what can you do differently or better than you're doing right now? And we had loads of good ideas come in. And so I said to them, well, look, let's try it out. And whatever works, we'll keep. Whatever doesn't, we'll think again in the next daily meeting. But we always say, when something's wrong, it's kind of one finger pointing out and there's kind of 3 pointing back. And I was thinking about, what do I need to do differently here? Because actually I was responsible for strategy with the navigator. Our strategy was not where it needed to be. And so I said in front of everyone else, so whilst you're getting on with that, we're going to disappear down below and hopefully come up with something bold to get us back up there. And thankfully, a couple of hours later, we did. And that combined with a renewed sense of purpose on board this boat, we started turning this performance around. And we started making our way back up through the fleet. And by day 10, we were 6th. By day 14, we were 4th. By day 16, we were 3rd. And overnight between day 16 and day 17, this is how we rolled into Boston.
We're approaching Boston in 2nd, so we're in a damn good shape. It justifies the whole crew putting in all the hours that they've done. Because it's been a big team push, right from sort of 2 or 3 days in when we all had our first sort of team talk. So it's a team effort and a team achievement. 2nd's fantastic. Couldn't have hoped for more. We're absolutely over the moon.
So what did we learn? What's the summary of kind of all of that? What made the difference for us? Well, for me, it's these 3 things. First thing is start with safe. But psychological safety was the foundation to this team performing well. Second thing is hoist happy. You know, whatever's getting in the way of people being happy, that's what we need to kind of concentrate on. And last but not least, focus on fast. You know, what is it we need to learn in order to deliver? And how do we do that quickly? Because slow boats never win. I really, really hope you enjoyed the trip around the world. Thanks so much for listening.